Hi, thank you for joining me on this short video clip as you discern who will be your spiritual director for the coming year. My name is Marlene Daubert. I'm a deacon in the ELCA and a spiritual director. For more than 20 years, I have been working part-time at a congregation in Elgin as a deacon, and I job share with my husband, who is pastor. As a spiritual director, I meet with directees who are seminary students, rostered pastors, and deacons, as well as folks from the community. I am open and affirming working with the directees that are gay, straight, trans, however one sees themselves, as all are created by a loving God. Many years ago, as a student at LSTC working to become a diaconal minister, which is now known as a deacon, I was in a similar place as you. Finding a spiritual director was a requirement for our program. And I can tell you that I appreciated the time I spent with her and found it meaningful and continued with her for quite some time following graduation. Years later, there were some things going on in my life that led me into the desire for a deeper spiritual life. I completed a certificate in spiritual formation at Columbia Seminary in Decatur, Georgia. And after that, went on to a program called Sacred Journeys to become a spiritual director. Now, each spiritual director brings their own definition of spiritual direction, and I would like to share mine with you as in a way to help you discern who might be a good fit for you. I know that God created you, God loves you, and is already at work in you. In our time together, we share sacred time and space as you share whatever is going on in your life, whether it be joys, struggles, challenges, discernment. We are attentive to the work of the Spirit in your life, to God's care for you in the midst of challenges, or aware of the sacred in the ordinariness of life. And we create space to honestly share your doubts, your feelings, your questions, frustrations, whatever it is, in a non-judgmental environment that is completely confidential. As a spiritual director, I walk beside you. I listen deeply to you, ask reflective questions as you explore God's work in you and around you. So you bring whatever is on your heart as our starting point for our time together. Now, I meet with directees mostly on Zoom, but also in my home office in Elgin. Now, Elgin is about an hour west of you. Of course, that's dependent on Chicago traffic, but we do whatever works for you. You will be exploring a number of spiritual directors to decide who is a good fit for you. My hope and prayer is that you find someone you feel comfortable with and someone you feel that you can be open and honest with. If it's me, I look forward to meeting you and working with you. And finally, thank you for taking the call into ministry leadership. Our church needs leaders who know themselves and take care of themselves so that they can be most effective in God's work in this world. So thank you for joining me.